Hello, this is Dr. Lee, 9 years old, grandpa speaking. In United States, a doctor, then always they think medical doctor, but I am PhD holder, not medical doctor. Okay, from intern labor work, there was a big project that started at Kimpo Air Base. So many people went there, and I went there by truck along with other people and get on the Kimpo Air Base. But there wasn't nobody were waiting for me, or there's no place for me to go. So I looking around there. Then about 50 meters away from the main gate of Kimpo Air Base, I found there's a well-built railway shelter, 방공호. So it's big enough. This is really well-built. I was glad to find it. So I cleaned up and I made it to my home. And I faithfully worked for Lem construction project. The project was building several hundred of tents because the soldiers from United States came by airplane and landed at Kimpo Air Base, but there is no accommodation for them to stay. So that's why they built so many tents. The project just started. And about 150 people, the labor workers were there. And the project manager was Mr. Che. He's a tough man. He used to be a Nogada Shipjang. And the American side, Air Force captain was in charge of that project. The morning, the captain came and say, Mr. Hong, then young man, he should be Mr. Hong. He came out of a tent which he used as his office. Mr. Hong, he is, I thought about 26 or 27 years old, rather short like me, and he always wore military cap and glasses on. And then he came out smiling and talking in English. And then U.S. Air Force captain all smiled back and talk each other very friendly way. I'm looking them and I admired that Mr. Hong so much. I look him up and I wish I could speak as fluently as he could in English. But there was no way for me to learn English. I just watched but I made up my mind someday I will study and I will. Like Mr. Hong, speaking English fluently. And then when my day's work is over, then I return back to my temporary house. One night, it was almost 10 o'clock. I was ready to sleep. I heard there's some loud argument outside. So I came out and I saw two American MP held a young man and made some questions. Very loud voice, rough. The boy screamed, I don't know. Then he said, you don't know. Then the other MP asked again, you don't know. I say again, you don't know. Screamed. Then finally the MP, they released him and he returned. So I asked him, the young man, what's the matter? And he said, he just guessed. I don't think he knows English that much. He guessed that there was a burglar and MP chased him and lost him. So he caught him and asked him some questions. So he said, I don't know. Then I said again, you don't know, you don't know, you don't know. So I said, what do you mean that? He said, I don't know is I don't know. You don't know means very positive deny. I know nothing at all. So he repeated, you don't know, you don't know. That's why MP, continually ask. Anyway, I learned the two sentences, I don't know, and you don't know, you don't know. But I believed him. Then later, it took about 2 years when I really know what's mean. Second sentence was totally wrong. He was totally wrong.
Okay.
But I faithfully worked, and then the project smoothly being finished. As the project is progressed, Mr. Che, the manager Che, reduced labors. In other words, he dismissed number 150 to 100, then 70, then 50, and then 20. And then finally he said, I will just keep only 5, the best workers. I was the youngest one, but he never cut me. He never dismissed me. He kept until the last closing day.
Were you handsome?
And the project is completely finished, that's done. The last day, the manager, Che, explained to us, I had several projects before, but this project, this is a rather big project. This project had no much problem. Well done, well finished, closed, simply because of the interpreter Hong. He said, Mr. Hong, he spoke English very well, but he also had a good human relationship with the American people. That's why American people didn't much complaints, and well as completed. So he said he appreciated so much to Mr. Hong. Hearing what he said, I once more again, human relationship is very important. Then he gave some bonus to each of 5 workers, and then dismissed. Then lastly, he came to me and held my hand and said, I think you will be successful someday. That's why I have kept you until now. And he patted my back. I know he has gone already to another world of eternity. But what he said to me has been remained in my heart, because his recognition and encouragement gave me tremendous strength to me. And I thought, yeah, someday I will be successful, because the Mr. Che, who has dealt to so many people, told me someday you will be successful. That's why I have kept you until last day. And that was my mental strength, which forced me to work harder. When I was, most difficult situation and hardship, what Mr. Che said to me was most encouraging. In other words, I think you will be successful someday. At that time, nobody in this Kimpo area or South Korea knew me. Nobody recognized me. Yet Mr. Che, he gave me that kind of encouragement and recognition. That's become a source of my living vitality. I appreciate it that much. Now, the worldly and nationally, we are facing very difficult situation. But on this unfavorable or difficult situation, we needed to encourage each other so that each of us can overcome our hardship and promote our happy life. That's what I like to say, encourage you to take hope. Thank you very much.